Welcome to today's word. Our scripture reading comes from a powerful verse from the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 19, which says, "Then the angel of God, who had been traveling in front of Israel's army, withdrew and went behind them. The pillar of cloud also moved from in front and stood behind them." This verse not only highlights a significant moment in the history of the Israelites, but also offers timeless lessons that we can apply to our lives today. To fully appreciate Exodus 14:19, let's briefly set the scene. The Israelites had just been liberated from slavery in Egypt and were on their way to the Promised Land. As they journeyed, they encountered the Red Sea before them and Pharaoh's army pursuing them from behind. It was a moment of great fear and uncertainty. Now let's break down the verse. Then the angel of God, who had been traveling in front of Israel's army, withdrew and went behind them. The angel of God was leading the Israelites, ensuring their path was clear. But at this critical moment, the angel repositioned to the rear to protect them from the approaching Egyptians. The pillar of cloud also moved from in front and stood behind them. Similarly, the pillar of cloud, a divine sign of God's presence, shifted to the back, creating a barrier between the Israelites and their enemies. What can we learn from this verse? Here are 3 key life lessons: divine protection and guidance. Just as the angel and the pillar of cloud moved to protect the Israelites, we can trust that God is always with us, guiding and shielding us from harm, even when we cannot see the path ahead. Trust in God's timing and methods. The Israelites might have questioned why their guides moved to the back. Similarly, we may not always understand God's methods or timing, but we must trust that He knows what is best for us. God's presence in challenges. In times of danger and uncertainty, God's presence is more pronounced. The shifting of the pillar of cloud symbolizes that God places Himself between us and our greatest fears, providing a buffer and a sense of peace. How can we apply these lessons to our modern lives? Let's consider a few scenarios. Career and personal setbacks. When facing professional or personal challenges, remember that setbacks can be a setup for a comeback. Trust that God is working behind the scenes for your good. Health and well-being. In times of illness or health scares, lean on the assurance that God is with you, providing strength and healing in His time. Relationships and family. When relationships are strained or family dynamics are tough, know that God can bring reconciliation and peace. He positions Himself to protect and guide us through these tumultuous times. In conclusion, Exodus 14:19 teaches us about God's unwavering protection, the importance of trusting His timing and methods, and His profound presence in our lives, especially during challenges. Let's carry these lessons with us as we navigate our daily lives, knowing that God is always moving on our behalf, even when we don't see it.